Video games are great, but after a long day's work at my job, I really don't want to put my mind to anything difficult. And difficulty comes along with puzzles in a lot of games. And this includes the Skylanders franchise. In each of the 6 games, there is puzzles, and these include Skylander minigames that consist of moving a Lockmaster imp onto the tumblers of the locks and in order to open the gates, or uniting creatures known as the Shock and Bolt to disable the door. These are the types of puzzles that you're faced with in the Skylanders franchise, and sometimes I'm not really that big of a fan. Honestly, most of the time they're not all that difficult, but then there is a few times at least that I've come across, especially in the Darklight Crypt, where there is levels of these little puzzles that have taken me upwards of 10 minutes. And this is insane because they're supposed to be easy, and this is supposed to be a kid's game. In Skylanders Spyro's Adventure and Skylanders Giants, the only major mechanic in this version was the existence of tubes that allowed for the imp to travel to other parts of the lock. These were kind of the more simple version of these puzzles, and I didn't mind them all that much. They were pretty fun. Next, we have the Spark Locks, and this was in Skylanders Swap Force. It's significantly different from the previous 2 games because the player has to control 2 different characters. These characters are known as Shock and Bolt, and they have to meet each other in order to beat the level. Now, Jetpack Imp puzzles were implemented into Skylanders Trap Team. This is the 4th game in the Skylanders series. At first glance, these look very similar to the original lock puzzles. The imp will always travel in a straight line to the other end of the lock, unless there are ramps or fire. The fire will instantly reset the puzzle and put you back to the beginning, unless you get a water droplet and you need this water droplet in order to make you immune to fire. Now we have the Live Wire Lock, and this was in Skylanders Superchargers. In this version, the imp has a small vehicle. You need a significant amount of momentum in order to push him over and through gaps or obstacles. And lastly, the Sensei Imp. This version is from Skylanders Imaginators. Its gems allow for the player to get an Imaginite chest when collected together, and it is very distinct from the original puzzle. The player can only move full rows of the lock. The imp must reach the gong without touching the fire, or the imp of an opposing color. This character can be defeated with a dagger power-up. And these are all the different types of puzzles in all the Skylanders games. If you want to see a video of me talking about all of the different variations of the game Skystones in Skylanders, drop a comment down below and let me know. I want to thank everyone so much for watching, and let me know what you think. I'm trying to upload more frequently and a lot more Skylanders videos too, because I know everyone is a huge fan. But that's it from me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And we now have YouTube memberships. If you want to know more about how to become a member of the channel, all that information will be linked down in the description of the video.